Stephen, this new evidence allows for a reconsideration of the real motive of this crime as being a sexual homicide, which was the accumulation of an obsession by Bobby with viewing thousands of images of violent, deviant pornography. Shit. Zellner's worse than Kratz. Or at least equal to. They're both diddly fucking nuts. Anyway, I have a few questions for you about this there, Steve. You say to the court on October 31st, 2005, the obsessive fantasies of Bobby became a horrible reality when Teresa Halbach was brutally assaulted and murdered by 2 rifle shots to her skull. Steve, did you see this? No. Okay then. Why are you speculating to the court? You're speculating to the court's going to deny your ass. You've been talked into speculating of shit that you do not know to be true. And when you sign it, and Zellner signs it, she does not know it to be true. Therefore, those statements, if you didn't witness it, if you didn't hear it, if you don't know it by personal fucking knowledge, that's evidence in court of law, then you are perjury. It's a fantasy. It's a brain fucking fart. Her body was mutilated as were many of the female subjects in the Dassey computer images. Well, I have a question for you. According to Kratz, Brendan got the mail. He went up there and he was suckered into this murder of Teresa Marie Halbach. What the fuck does that have to do with the Dassey computer? Why do they have the Dassey computer? How did they get probable cause to seize the computer? They don't have probable cause to seize the computer. What is possibly on that computer that has anything connected to do with the fucking crime other than Brendan's log of he was playing games during this episode? That he was supposed to be over there killing Teresa Marie Halbach. He was actually playing fucking games. What game was he playing? Was he playing with a gamer on the other side? Were there 2 gaming going? Did he have a partner game? Was he playing it all by himself? Whatever the case is, but every single keystroke is in the Dassey computer that proves that Brendan Dassey was not where he said he was, or where they said he was at the time that they said he was there. Thus, they eliminate him as a suspect, and therefore you have no fucking crime, blah, blah, blah. Why the fuck do they have the Dassey computer? Next, why does Fassbender have at his home all this nasty ass shit that's supposed to be on the Dassey computer? Where's Dassey going to get all this shit for his computer? Why is the Dassey computer involved in this supposed crime? Huh? They have to get the computer. Why? Because Brendan Dassey was on the computer during the time they said he was over there murdering Teresa. That's why. So now we have Bobby. They got to have Bobby, something on Bobby, that he is going to testify that he saw Teresa in the blue Rapport. Okay. They have something on Bobby beforehand that he's pushing a blue Rapport. Well, Stephen, you've seen Teresa in a green Rapport, so Bobby can push as many blue Rapports down the Avery Road as he fucking wants. None of them were the ones that Teresa showed up on. So the Rapport that's being pushed on Avery Road, yeah, that has not been on Avery Road prior. That's not been on Avery Road before. That's the first time that vehicle has been on Avery Road because it's blue. And the green one, Teresa drove on the green one. Bobby's pushing a blue one back on. Okay? So Teresa's in the green one, Teresa's gone, and Bobby's pushing a blue one. Okay? So why is Bobby pushing a blue one? He thinks it's Teresa's. He knows it's not Teresa's. What the fuck does Bobby have to do with this? And why isn't Bobby saying anything? Because they got the shit on Bobby with this stupid ass freaking porn crap. Now, your lawyer is telling you to slander Bobby by blaming him. So even if you win and you get money, then Bobby sues your ass because you were snitching on Bobby and Bobby's innocent. As a matter of fact, Bobby was helping you out by pushing a blue one, not a green one. So therefore, the blue one is not Teresa's, or at least not the one that Teresa drove on a consistent basis that she had her license plate attached to. Okay. Bobby was in possession of Halbach's vehicle. Well, Halbach's vehicle. Well, Halbach's 760 RAB, R-A-B, 4. Okay. So, 760 RAV4, 760. We gotta name this shit. Okay? Yeah. Any RAV4. So Bobby's pushing a RAV4, but a 6P3 Deep Jewel Green is the one that turned left on Highway 147. How do you get Bobby planting your blood in a vehicle that you did not see Teresa drive off in? So the blood that's in the blue RAV4 may or may not be Teresa's or yours, but it's not in the vehicle that Teresa drove. It's not in the vehicle that you saw Teresa get in and drive away. Bobby's pushing a different RAV4, which is blue, 760, all right? 805, whatever it is, it's not 6P3. The wrong vehicle. The totally wrong vehicle. And yet, you are saying it's the same vehicle, Stephen? Through your attorney, Kathleen T. Zellner. But Stephen, you told your attorney it was green. Why did Zellner have it blue and you're green with it? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? The fuck is wrong with you? So, we have Mrs. Halbach's blood, key, electronic devices, and license plate, which was concealed in another salvage car, and Mr. Avery's carefully deposited blood on the seats and dash and DNA on the hood latch. She sounds like Kratz. I can't tell the difference between Kratz and Zellner. Both of them are nutty as fuck. By being in possession of the vehicle, well, in the blue vehicle, the 760, Bobby was able to control the direction of the investigation. He planted the vehicle, 760. Actually, 760 was K95 features. It's doctored up like fucking Frankenstein. On the Avery property after depositing Mr. Avery's blood and DNA in it. Okay? Anyway, he had Mrs. Halbach's key. Well, wait a minute. How do we know that Bobby had the key? But if Bobby had the key, it was the key to Teresa Marie Halbach's actual owned vehicle. Belonged to Teresa. It was licensed by the state of Wisconsin to Teresa, the blue one, the 760. But Teresa drove off in a 6P3. So, yeah, it's Teresa's house, but Teresa never drove it. And the reason is because they didn't scrub that key and remove Teresa's DNA off of it. Teresa's DNA has never been on it. See how fucked up this woman has you? How fucked up this woman has you? Bobby did all these things to exculpate himself and to frame his uncle, Mr. Aby. So we have the cops framing Stephen Aby. Now we have Bobby. So it took it off the cops and on to Bobby. Now you're slandering Bobby. So every minute that you spend in prison, you're paying Bobby because you harmed his ass. Because of your slander. You're slandering Bobby. You don't know this shit. It's true and it's not true. I just dispelled the whole fucker. Okay? And now you're doing, Bobby. Bobby's going to sue your ass. So you sue Zellner. Zellner has to pay you. And then you have to turn around and pay Bobby. See? And because Zellner's involved in it and she's controlling the whole motherfucker, Bobby has a suit against Zellner for slander. Okay? Libel. So Bobby's a rich motherfucker. He's got millions of fucking dollars. You know, we didn't think about the Bobby angle, did we? Now, why do they have the Dassey computer? What possibly the only reason that they can have the Dassey computer is to look into that computer and find only Brendan's log at the exclusion of every fucking thing else. Because there isn't anything else. This shit's not on the computer. Fassbender has access to this shit. Bobby doesn't, all right? So Fassbender said, hey, we'll just put this on you. And we'll blame this on you, and we'll charge your ass. Well, after all this time, there's a statute of limitations, I'm sure. But after all this time, and it can be forensically proven that this shit was put on the computer or was never on the computer, and they're just sitting there telling him he is, but it really isn't. Okay? I don't trust the shit out of these people. I don't trust the shit out of them. So that's what the story is, man. So Bobby, you need to step up here and say, you know what? I'm done with this. Steve, leave me the fuck out of your shit. Steve, leave Bobby the fuck out of this shit. Stop your slandering. Stop your lying. Quit. And in order to do that, you have to fire Zellner. Because Zellner is a crazy fucking bitch. She's crazy. She's got you all wrapped up in this nutsoid fucking fantasy land. So her and Kratz in their sexual fantasy shit are fucking two peas in a pod. And that's what you got. We know that Zellner is not working for you. She's working for the cops. She's working for the courts. She's working for the Hallbox. She's working for... where'd the green RAV4 go? Steve, you know that Teresa's vehicle, the one that she drove off the property with, ended up in Cleveland Auto Salvage. Robert Herman, Undersheriff of Manawak County's, his impound yard. That's where it went. That's the one that Teresa drove. You know that. This other blue one over here is the one that she owned. They monkeyed around with but she owned it under Teresa. Nah, that was the blue one, though. Anyway, they monkeyed around with the paperwork. The fact of the matter is that there's 2 RAV4s, 3 actually, but there's 2 RAV4s at least, one in Manawak impound and the other one over at Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Then there's the 3rd one, which is the one that wound up in Wisconsin State Crime Lab, okay? So there's that. We got this traced out. Bobby is dead end street and it's going to bite you in the ass. So knock the shit off with Bobby. Knock the shit off with Teresa's dead. Grow yourself a fucking pair of balls and tell Zellner to kiss your ass. You're out of her fucking psycho bullshit. She's just running a psycho circus. That's all that says. She's just running up this bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. Anything to keep your ass in fucking prison and to keep everything off of the cops and their counter-framing sting operation and off the Hallbox and off of Teresa. Notice that. Notice nobody else is at fault. It's just you and Bobby. And that's where they kept it, on the property. And it protects everybody else, and it fucks you. So now you got it between you and Bobby? Really? Teresa drove off in a 6-piece 3 deep Joe Green. Bobby's pushing a 760 Mystic Teal Mica. What the fuck is there to figure out?